we needed to go out of the country. Well, we weren't stuck in Florida, but we've got a lot from Florida. So Isabel, you're up.
Thank you so much. Hi, Jackie. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Hi.
Great. I'm wanting to be so much more present than I have been. I have two 6-year-olds here. They've just rejected gnocchi, so I've moved on to the second option. And I had a question. Well, my first question is, please come to London, and please,
yes,
please let me help that somehow.
yes,
Facilitate whatever I can for you to get into people's homes with that idea, because that is magic.
We have that on the schedule for Q4 this year.
Okay. Then the other questions come out of Sonny's great question, actually, which I didn't plan to ask, but I'm going to ask now, because where I'm at is I don't have two 6-year-olds. I have one 6-year-old. I'm an actress by training, so I've always driven the business. I've always been solo effectively until I've joined a company of actors and then left them again. So there's always been that pattern of solo team, solo team, solo team. As a coach, I'm solo, and I'm at the stage, thankfully, mainly at the moment, actually, due to this incredible community of people right here, making connections that are helping me to build. I want to be in the position you just described. I want to get out of the way of myself. But I don't have that option at the moment, because I have to do it. I have to do it all. I have to do the bottling and the labeling and the, in the context of my work. And so my question is, how do you make that step from being solo and effectively having autonomy over everything to then starting to hire people? Because I'm right on the verge of that, but I'm not trusting myself.
When I was a teenager, I read a book about entrepreneurship that gave me a tip that has pretty much guided everything I've done since then. Once you have your big idea, whatever it is, you need two things to be successful. You need other people's money and other people's experience. And the single most useful tool any entrepreneur can develop is the ability to convince other people why they should commit their time, their energy, their resources, their skill set, their money to your project. So the most important thing you can do right now is actually continue to build up and continue to learn how to convince people, to persuade people that what you're doing is the most important thing that could happen in their or anyone else's lives. You continue to do this, and the people who you're looking for will find you. Here's a true story. When I was almost ready to start looking for funding in 2011, I got a call back from a friend of mine who was a VP at Hearst Magazines. He said, "Don't tell anybody, but we're buying another media company. There's going to be overlap. There's going to be layoffs, but I want my people running my magazines. Come back," he says. "Come work for me again. Mid-6 figures, corner office, 32nd floor overlooking Central Park." In my heart, I know I'm going to tell him no. I know this, but I take the meeting because he's a friend of mine. We're at this tiny burger joint in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I reach into my bottle. I reach into my bag, pull out a bottle of Swill that I've made in my kitchen. I don't have labels because I don't have my licensing yet. I don't have a physical space yet. I just have me and my big ideas. But I'm describing these ideas to him. And as I'm talking, the guy at the table next to us stands up and he goes, "So are you looking for investors?" I stand up, I shake his hand, I tell him who I am and what I intend to do. I give him a business card, reach into my bag and pull out a second bottle because I know to be prepared. And I say, "Take this home, enjoy it with your family. If you're still interested in investing after you've tried it, we'll talk later on in the week." I didn't even look at his card. The next morning, I'm rifling through my wallet trying to figure out why the name Alexander Bernstein is so familiar. It's Leonard Bernstein's son, who runs the Bernstein Foundation, who became the first person to sign papers for us. And I say all of that to say, so much of your success is predicated on being able to build community. Part of what happens is we are always presented with these hero examples of humans that truthfully can be pretty remarkable, but what you don't see is their communities. All these people have communities that they are dependent on in order to become what they are. And I'm in the process of building my community. I'm heavily invested in my community, but entrepreneurship too often looks like it's a solo endeavor. It is always a communal effort. So the best thing that you can do is continue to invest in community and figure out how community can invest in you. It will come back.
Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you so much.
I hope that was helpful.